Hi, Gene here with today's thought, and well, just enjoying the fresh atmosphere, the optimistic atmosphere that we're having after only 2 weeks. Well, it started on the first day. It started actually probably on, well, I was going to say the moment that Donald Trump took the oath of office for his second term, but actually I would think November 5th, the evening of November 5th, when the election results were announced. And you saw a lot of unhappy liberals, but they're always unhappy, so that's nothing new. But going back to the Biden administration, some of the most agonizing, terrible, difficult, painful moments of that horrible administration was listening to Karine Jean-Pierre, the Biden press secretary, answer questions, which was really not answering questions, just kind of almost a monotone reading. You'd ask her a question and she would either say, well, I'll circle back to you on that, or she would open this enormous, binder and just read a prepared statement, which was quite a contrast with Trump's last press secretary, Kayleigh McEnany, who she had a binder too, but it was only with facts that she would refer to occasionally, but she didn't need it to answer questions, and she didn't avoid questions. And I'm sure anybody who cares about the news and journalism and getting straight answers out of your government would miss her. And I'm happy to report that in a way she's back and even better. And I'm talking about the new press secretary, Caroline LEAVITT. Now, she just did, I'm recording this day before you're seeing it, but the day after, she just did her first press conference. And not to mention her performance, and she's only 27 years old. So I don't know about you, I'm jealous though, because at 27 I was not that sharp. And well, I guess I'm older, so I'm even less sharp than I was then. But really didn't have to refer to anything in the facts and figures that she had, but the way she answered questions, and mostly the way she handled, it was obvious, the bias of a lot of the reporters in the room, and the mainstream press reporters. And that's an interesting development too, because it's a whole new, the first question I believe came from Axios, and the second one from Breitbart News. So these are two, they're opening up the press room to independent journalists, to people like Breitbart and I guess Huffington Post. You could see and all these, in other words, bloggers, independent reporters. And I'm actually going to have a thought on that upcoming, probably the next one, about how they do one of the most important things they do, give you a little preview, is, they do better reporting than the professional reporters, and they catch especially the liberal media in deception and outright lies, and that's what I'm going to be talking about hopefully tomorrow. But for now, she was just, the way she handled the press and the policies that she is reporting from the Trump administration. The best thing to do is, I advise you, I urge you to just go onto YouTube and just type in, press conference, and just watch the whole conference. It's really, that's the problem that I had. I want to show video. I couldn't pick out. It was hard to pick out just one section clip from that conference to show you, because it was all so good all the way through. But I did find one that I think it just exemplifies not just her performance and her abilities and this complete change of tone in the press, but I have to throw and the policies of the administration. But I just have to throw in this one other thing. You won't see it in this clip, but if you are an independent I'll call you an independent journalist, whatever, blogger, TikTok influencer, whatever, and you cover news. There is it's whitehouse.gov/new media, I believe it is. Anybody can apply now to there's a little form to fill out, and you can apply to the White House to be allowed to attend the conferences. I would love to see Joe Rogan at these conferences. That would really be great. Or somebody, representing him. But anyways, enough of me. Here is Caroline Leavitt and dealing with the press. It's just this one video, but it really exemplifies the entire press conference, and I would assume what we're going to be hearing and seeing from the entire way forward. So watch, and as I did, enjoy.
With the president's agenda, then the Office of Management and Budget will review those policies. I think this is a very responsible measure. Again, the past 4 years, we've seen the Biden administration spend money like drunken sailors. It's a big reason we've had an inflation crisis in this country, and it's incumbent upon this administration to make sure, again, that every penny is being accounted for honestly.
Why impose this pause with so little notice? Why not give organizations more time to plan for the fact that they are about to lose, in some cases, really crucial federal funding, at least for a period of time?
There was notice. It was the executive order that the president signed. There's also a freeze on hiring, as you know, a regulatory freeze, and there's also a freeze on foreign aid. And this is, again, incredibly important to ensure that this administration is taking into consideration how hard the American people are working. And their tax dollars actually matter to this administration. You know, just during this pause, DOJ and OMB have actually found that there was $37 million that was about to go out the door to the World Health Organization, which is an organization, as you all know, that President Trump, with the swipe of his pen in that executive order, is no longer wants the United States to be a part of. So that wouldn't be in line with the president's agenda. DOJ and OMB also found that there was about to be 50 million taxpayer dollars that went out the door to fund condoms in Gaza. That is a preposterous waste of taxpayer money. So that's what this pause is focused on, being good stewards of tax dollars.
As I said in the title to today's thought, BRAVA, amazing performance. And again, she's only 27 years old. So she's got, never mind the press conference, the press secretary stuff, she's got an amazing career ahead of her, I predict. And that's it for today. Thanks for stopping by. Your comments, welcome always below the video, especially if you want to opine about or what you thought of Caroline Leavitt. I would be interested to hear, pro or con, either way. And as long as you're respectful. And I guess share this video with anyone you think would benefit from it. But most of all, come back and see me again. I would love to see all of you again. And until I do see all of you again, bye.